Right now, we are just looking at the market. We're going to break down the SPY. Obviously, today was a huge day in the SPY. I'm starting to see some life here, right at this resistance of 475 area, right? So this is going to be a big breaking point for the SPY because, as you can see right here, previously we were trying to break these resistances over here, and we're about to break it now. So the big point here would be to get over this hump that we see on the monthly candle, which was the previous rejection that it had all the way at 478. So currently we close around 475. Expect there to be some resistance. Today there was definitely a lot of buying going on, and we want to see if that's actually going to continue, right? So this is going to be a big breaking point in the SPY. Obviously today was a huge day, so let's see what happens. So breaking down the SPY here, the next resistance is this 478 area, right? So we had one big green candle. This is showing a lot of buying. I would have liked to see more volume here on this buying, but we are also going to check out a few other tickers, and that's going to include Apple. One of my guys basically hit me up and asked me, hey, what do you think about these tickers? And I'm basically going to break these down and I'm going to share it with you guys, so maybe you can pick some stuff up. Right now we can clearly see that on the monthly chart, Apple is actually going sideways, and we're trying to break out of this 198 area. So just to depict the sideways action, the reason why I'm saying it's going sideways, I'm going to draw a trend line here, and I'm going to start down here and go up. And as you can clearly see, it broke in this area over here. So if I highlight that with maybe a circle, you can clearly see over here that it broke. And that's going to be highlighted right there in yellow. So once it breaks, it basically broke this trend of going up, and we have a support over here, which is going to draw the sideways action, and I'm going to identify that using a rectangular box. So right here is the support. As you can see, this is where it bounced up, and our previous high was right before the break. So this is the box that we're trapped in right now. So basically, looking at Apple, if you're a long-term investor, this is a neutral zone. This is a zone that if you broke below 163, you would be looking to sell, right? And if you actually break above 198, you would be looking to re-enter. So on a weekly basis, if you wanted to take advantage of what's going on in the price action here, you might want to start building a position here on a shorter time frame trade, right? Knowing that the next resistance is up here around this 198 area. So right now you have a candle, a little bit of green showing, and we're expecting this to start seeing some buying just due to the weekly candle being green and the daily candle having an amazing day in the SPY today. You really want to see this monthly candle also turn green, which it will above this 188 area. So once this candle turns green, you're basically seeing more buying than selling on the month, followed by the week, and you want to see it finally break out of this rectangular box that I drew over here, which will happen once it gets over here. So you can anticipate a trade from here to the top of this box. Obviously you got a little bit of a gap fill here, and then the next resistance really being around this 196, 197 area, right? And once it crosses the previous resistance, now we know that the new uptrend is confirmed. So that's something to look forward to in Apple. The next ticker that we're going to be looking at is Tesla. I know there's a lot of Tesla fans out there. I'm going to break this down as well. And right now, what we're looking at with Tesla, it had a little bit of a downtrend, right? Breakout, retest on the monthly, and now we're starting to see higher highs on the month and a little bit of red here on the candle. But if we take a deeper look on the weekly, we're actually starting to formulate some type of pattern here. So if I actively draw some lines here, you're gonna see that we have a little bit of a pattern going on, a little bit of a bull flag maybe. If this is gonna be the breakout of the bull flag, we would like to see it get above these previous highs right here of 264. But at the time being, it's slightly neutral, looking for a breakout. That's what we're looking at here on Tesla. So if you look at the daily chart and I draw basically a trend line here, right? I can go here, draw a trend line going up this way. You can basically see that it was broken over here and we see some support right here. So if we go ahead and draw our box, identifying the sideways action, we really, like I said, we want to get over this previous high of 266 and the support being here at 235. So if you wanted to take a short-term trade anticipating this last resistance, you can probably have an entry right down here, and above 240 you can take it all the way up to 260 over here, anticipating a rejection here, right? So maybe you want to take a short-term trade for the next couple weeks and maybe see your way to this last resistance. If we get above here, that is a confirmed new trend to the upside, and then you really got a really good price down here. We can see the stochastics curling up a little bit of a momentum going up to the upside. But we do see a cross here on the moving averages. This is the 9 and the 21. So the 9 is currently crossed below the 21, and that's not typically a bullish sign, but this is in a neutral area as is depicted by this box. And basically, if you're trading this now, you're just trading this range, right? You really want to get above these previous highs of 266 in order to say, okay, Tesla's bullish and I'm going to go full throttle on this, right? Otherwise, you're just trading this range, okay? And the last ticker that I really wanted to take a look at is Meta, right? So Meta is also a very popular ticker. And right now we're looking at Meta. Meta's a little bit more bullish than the rest of these tickers. We can clearly see here on the weekly chart. And I just go off of which chart and time frame I can see what's going on the quickest. In this case right now is the weekly. So you can see a right uptrend, break right here. So then the sideways action is right here at this break. This is the previous high. So this is something that I want to show you, because I want to show you exactly why the new uptrend is confirmed. So you can see right here, break of trend, previous high, tried this high, got rejected, came right back down to the support, tried again, got above, and then resistance became support, and now we see an uptrending confirmed. So right now, the next resistance on Meta, excuse me, is 385. So you have a little bit of room right now for a short-term trade. So that's basically what's going on with Meta right now. We have these minor resistance over here at 361, but ultimately, once you get above 361 to 362, you have room until 384. So that's Meta.